my head is a mess. I have been asleep. It's been my day off. Do I need this? Maybe I do. I'll take the glasses off. Let's find a hat. There's a hat. There you go. Give me a moment. Just waiting for people to come in. I, for the life of me, do not have a clue where my lip balm is. Oh, funny enough, yeah. Nice to see you here, Arnold. How are you doing? It's been a moment since I've done a normal live. Nice to see Harry in here. We've got all the familiar faces and 3 people already. Have you missed me? You must have. Right, where's some lip balm? There's some lip balm. My lips are dry as hell. I don't know why my work's usually here. This room needs to clean up. Nice to see Jeff in here. Familiar faces everywhere. I'll get some lip balm on. Everyone that's in here anyway, what did you think of the recent video? Let me know. It's nice to have you in one of the lives, Jeff. I know that you were in one of them not so long ago. But I'll have to hop on soon with you at some point. I have just been very busy. Oh, wow, we have literally got everyone showing up. We've got Gert in as well. Great to see Gert in here. Gert has been showing up in the lives for quite some time. Everyone that's in the chat, let me know, what did you think of the recent video? Did you enjoy it? Did you like it? You getting fed up with fish tank setup? So you getting fed up with fish shop tours? Do you want to see something else? I want to see something else. I'm enjoying them and they do great for the channel. And I think like they're a lot more difficult to edit than just walking in a fish shop and walking around. If you enjoy all the content, you must do, because you're sticking about. So but yeah, I'm basically I'll be open and honest straight away. I was very burnt out last week. I done a couple lives early in the week and I've done some more. People were joining in and they were expecting this, the one-on-one chat, and obviously I wasn't able to do that because I'll be honest, I just didn't have the energy. So I tried to do the approach of these silent lives, and I'll be honest, I don't really like them. I'm not a fan. They don't tend to do great either. Yeah, so sticking to these from now on. Someone tell Johnny you're live. I'm sure he'll fly in a moment. Johnny's always in to support the channel. 7 people, wow. Yeah, so the video, I enjoyed it. It was on the backlog for weeks because Harry's in here now, the fish keeping Ginge. Go check his channel out. If you could put your channel link in the chat, or Arnold, if you could do it. I did put your channel link and stuff like that in the description of the video that I recently set up anyway. But for everyone that's there, yeah, just check out his channel. Obviously the fish room tour, the fish shop tour, and the fish tank setup would not have been possible if it weren't for the fact that I met Harry. So check out his stuff. Obviously he's quite new to doing this, and I had to keep prodding him and say, come on, make some videos, because you got 2 many fish tanks and people definitely want to see them. And yeah, so far your TikTok's doing great, and hopefully your channel does as well. But yeah, pretty much I've got a fish shop tour that I'm doing tomorrow. I'm going to Pier Aquatics in Wigan. If you do or do not know, it is a very popular shop that has been going for the longest time. They get all the rare imports. There is some fish that I've got my eyes on in there. So I'm going to be getting a new algae eater. In other news, the cracked zebra pleco is actually out and about. It is in the cave, but it isn't in the back. It's moved to the front. I don't know if it's decided to rehome a mini snowball, but it is now in its spot. So it's moved it somewhere. I don't know where the mini snowballs went to. It should be fine. Pleco is quite hardy. Unless I see it, you know, kicking the hell out of it, then I don't see any reason to be bothered about it. I was just wondering why there was like a load of fish beeps sat at the front, and then I realised, hang on, and I checked around, seen a pattern, I was like, no way, there you go, there's the pleco. I think it's still there, so I might show you in a moment. But yeah, I'll talk about some updates with the tank. I removed 90% of the red roof floaters. All the red basically like melted on them and they turned green. So they started to sink and then like pollute the water column. So I was like, right, I just removed loads of them, and there was a tiny bit of frog bit that I added into the tank, and that is doing amazing. And I scooped a massive handful out, got rid of that, put a handful of it in the shrimp bowl, because shrimp love floaters, and it's also removing, as that's a little ecosystem, no water, well, not massive water change. But yeah, Averich, hey Adam, stayed home sick today, glad to see you streaming. I appreciate that, Rich. Much love to you. Do I smell fish? Yes, you do. There is some fish in the background. But yeah, basically, tank keeps getting this algae on the glass after like a day or two, and it's doing my absolute head in. So the sooner I get this algae eating fish tomorrow, the better for the tank's well-being. Or I say the tank's well-being, the tank's perfectly fine. It's nice and healthy. Water parameters great. The fish are doing great. There's no problem at all. I just don't like seeing algae on my glass all the time and having to clean it all the time, because that's all I'm doing. And you know what? I don't have my direct sunlight coming in all the time either. There is no direct sunlight coming in from that way all the time either. So I don't know. Is the light too bright? I don't know. The light's been dim right the way down. There's a lot of floaters. There's no reason for this amount of algae. So I don't know. I'm a bit confused, to be honest. But yeah, it looks like, I checked earlier, quite a bit of the algae has gone off the wood. But for the life of me, I do no longer see my Amano shrimp. They are just missing. I see them at night time. The day they've decided they're nocturnal now, so wherever they are, they're living the best life, and they're not cleaning algae like they're supposed to, so that's fun. Phosphate issue. What do you think a phosphate issue could stem from? It'd be nice to crack down to the source or the root of things. Everyone in here, like there's 8 people in here right now. If you press the 3 dots, you can press the like button and boost up the likes and interaction with the live and the channel. I'd much appreciate if everyone pressed them 3 little dots and like the live. We get some more interaction. It's great for the channel. Yeah, there you go. Someone else has liked, so I appreciate that. They're holding the secret mafia meetings during the day. Also, they don't eat algae. They're used to bloodworms only. Yeah, see, there you go. More likes. If everyone just presses them 3 dots, likes the live, it is very helpful for myself. So yeah, in the past day, since that video come out, channel went back up again. I had a massive dry patch last week. I'll be honest, I think it just shows if you stop the momentum, if you stop the content grind, as a result, the channel will stop. And that's kind of what happened. I done lives, I done plenty of shorts, I done a lot of things, but I'll be honest, just I was burnt out, fully burnt out last week. Very exhausted. I work in the Lego shop, and it was the preparation all the way. Oh, Adam has subscribed to you. Thank you for subscribing. Yeah, basically, it was May the 4th. It was Star Wars week. It was new launch week. Yesterday was very exhausting, I'll be honest. We had the Star Wars sale still going on. We had Comic-Con. We had a Liverpool game on. There was a Lego brick event. So let's just say there was a lot more people than usual. And obviously, you know, I'm used to working in the busy environment anyway, but it's been quiet for the past month or so. So it's been like quite a lot of, you know, people, and yeah, it gets exhausting. But I do love the job. It's great. No complaining. I love my discount as well. But yeah, it was a very long, busy week, and then obviously I had no videos lined up. I had the footage of Harry's tank setup, but Harry's changed it now, so we're gonna do an update on it soon. Me and him worked on changing it, so he didn't go behind my back and just strip the tank apart and do it. We did move things around together, so yeah, that's all fine. We'll update that in the near future. But for the time being, enjoy the tank setup that we've got at the moment. Yeah, anyways, phosphate issues due to a lot of excess nutrients in the water column. Interesting, Arnold. I dose 1 little pump of plant fertilizer a day. I'm trying to at the moment, but I am not able to, you know, put carbon, liquid carbon in as soon as the light turns on, just for the sole fact that I am working. So I might have to instruct my parents whilst I'm not at home to do that, because that is another thing that's good at tackling algae. However, algae has been reduced overall in the tank. We've just got a lot on the glass now. So that's good. I think the tank was still settling. I think it was still kind of cycling, although it was like balanced. Yeah, and I've been quite active with my water changes. I've been quite active with my maintenance. My gold laser cories are breeding consistently, so the fish are all happy in there. The fish health is perfect. Yeah, UV filters help with that, right? Yeah, funny enough, I have a UV filter. Don't know if it's working, but yeah, I have a UV canister filter. So yeah, I think it is working. I think it's just gradually working. Get a phosphate pads. I do have UV sterilizer built into the canister filter, so yeah. Bob Bravo, I love your fish tank setup videos. Thank you very much, Bob. I appreciate that. Much love to you. Thank you for being a fan of the channel and the videos. So yeah, everyone, again, if you haven't already, press them 3 dots, like the live. We need that channel interaction up. We're not so far away now. We're 846, I think. We may have gained a couple in this live already. I think we've gained 1. I got an email. But yeah, we're not so far off 1,000 now. Thank you very much. Sally. Oh, nice to see Jesse in here as well. Yeah, that's my fish tank right there. But yeah, basically the aim is to get 1,000. Obviously, we need, appreciate that, Jesse. The aim is to get 1,000, get more interaction, get more watch hours. So the lives are great and handy for that. If you're able to, 844. Well, I've lost subscribers. Great. But yeah, basically we're trying to reach 1,000. We're trying to get 3,000 watch hours as well. Obviously that's difficult, but if everyone in this live were able to go through my videos, if you haven't already, watch my videos all the way through, even if you don't sit there and watch them all, you can literally, you know, you can put it on the background. You can go do something, play it on your phone, put it on your TV in the background or something like that. Get them watch hours up. Maybe sit there, go through my shorts, my YouTube shorts, and watch them as well. Anything, any kind of, just watching my videos along is a way of, like, if you want to support the channel or do donations, I can't do that yet, but the close thing to doing that is just watching my videos, boosting the watch hours, liking the videos and commenting, getting that interaction, getting the channel into the algorithm. That is the greatest way of supporting the channel. But yeah, I got a Pandagora. He is vaporizing. He basically lives on glass. Yeah, I used to have a Pandagora. Well, I still have one. He's in my tank and my girlfriend. He become very lazy. He doesn't like to clean glass. He likes to be a little bully, and I put a coconut cave in that tank for the dwarf cichlids, and guess what? He has claimed the coconut cave. Yeah, I've actually put all my videos in a playlist. So if you want to do that, if you want to support the channel, I've made the playlist. I believe it's public. It's on my channel. If you go in the playlist section, if someone can put that in the chat right now, I know that Jesse, you're a mod. I know that Arnold is. If you could drop it in the chat, a link to the channel's playlist videos, please do that. And if you want to sit there, support the channel, just play my videos, watch through them all if you haven't already, and you'll be able to boost up my watch hours by supporting the channel. And then eventually, obviously, I can gain some monetization back from YouTube. So much love to everyone if you do that or spend the time watching my videos. Nice to see Johnny in here, very much. A lazy Pandagora, fish do have, you know what? He never used to be. He used to be a cleanaholic. He used to keep the glass clean. He used to keep the tank clean. And then he got full-grown, chunky. He was the longest living fish in my tank. Become a bit of a bully. And yeah, that's all he does. And he's went in that tank and he just doesn't seem to... oh, well, you've both done it at the same time. He doesn't seem to clean up anymore. He's a lazy fish. He just likes to sit in the flow and then eat his algae pellets. He's a lazy fish. Yeah, he's on pension now. He's an old boy. Sorry, he's watching the baby reindeer, but Harry knew there was something better on. Much love, Johnny. Much love, indeed. I have got my eyes on Otto Sinkless there's like another type of Otto that I've got my eyes on, so I might be getting more of them tomorrow. Sorry, Johnny, I'm cheating on you, but... we're going Pier. I know that you're like, oh, we can get stuff in. I know you can get stuff in, true. But Pier's a little closer. And I haven't filmed it yet, but yeah. Perfect Latin there. I bought 7 Ottos. They all died, never again. Yeah, Otto Sinkless, in my opinion on them, they can be a very finicky fish. Once they're in an established tank, a tank that's been set up for a while, they're quite hard. Well, not hardy, but like they settle in and you don't seem to have as many issues. But yeah, they are prone to being sensitive. Water parameters got to be on top. You got to make sure that they've got enough to eat. They can starve very easily. When you're buying them, you want to check in the shop if they've got sunken bellies, because they might have parasites or they may not have eaten enough. Because again, when they're in a tank, when I used to work in a fish shop, we used to have plants covered in algae. So we'll just dump the plants in the Otto tank. By the end of the day, them plants were pristine and clean, because the Ottos are so good at cleaning the glass, or not the glass, clean the tank, that they'll just wipe everything. So they're really good at doing that, but they've got to be, you know, starving, basically. They're a bit tricky feeders, dry foods. We clean the tanks for new fish, but encourage algae for new Ottos. Yeah, that's a great way to feed the Ottos. Can't be dealing with little sissy fish. Needs cichlids, barbs, plecos, John Wayne fish. I've got a live coming out tomorrow. If Harry, Salient, or Arnold could put the link to my TikTok. There's a video on my TikTok today. I went in an Indian restaurant and they had this huge Malawi cichlid set up. The fish were beautiful and there was so many of them and they were breeding. All the fry were healthy and thriving in this giant display tank in a restaurant. Usually in restaurants, you go into these places and the fish are neglected, they're not well looked after. But they even had bristlenose in there, and they actually put wood in the aquarium. So there was this large piece of wood for the bristlenose to be able to eat off, because bristlenose require wood in the diet. So they were thriving in there. It was amazing to see that in like a local business, and usually in restaurants they don't tend to care for the fish health, but yeah, the fish were thriving in there. So I'm excited to share some YouTube shorts over the next few days based on that tank, because it was really impressive to see such a beautiful display tank in a restaurant, because usually they're the most neglected kind of setups. But no, it was beautiful. It was well looked after. Okay, Jesse, I haven't checked out your TikTok here. I'm sure you can. Looks good. Definitely an odd mix of fish, but good for a restaurant for sure. Yeah, there was some large fish in there. Don't get me wrong. But it all works and all the fish are healthy. They're breeding. I watched the tank for like a good 20 minutes and there was zero aggression. The Synodontus were fine. Obviously, they can be mixed with the Malawis. Obviously, them big, like, silverfish, and like I think there was, I don't know what, there was some monster fish in there, but they were all healthy, they were all fine. Odd mix, but yeah. The old goldfish in the bowl, local Chinese. Who doesn't like a good 30-gallon arowana in a Chinese restaurant? Yeah, it's always one of them that in like the restaurants that they're neglected, but you were well looked after. Oh wow, nice to see Tommy in here. Appreciate you being in here. Bighorn tilapia in there. We got given one to the shop. Called him Little Brian. Oh. Yeah, nice to see all the familiar faces in here anyway. This is the reason why I'm wearing the hat, by the way. Look at that. I need a haircut. But yeah, not so long away now from the trip to Amsterdam. I'm going to be paying a little visit to Jack, checking out his fish room. Gonna do some fish shop tours whilst I'm over there as well. Obviously, one holiday too, but channel's also going to be a bit of priority, so we're going to make sure to get some nice videos sorted. Appreciate that very much, Jesse, for putting the recent video in the chat. If you haven't checked it out already, it's a little tank setup. Use spiderwood for the first time. I've never used it in a tank setup before in the 5 years I've been in the hobby, so it was really fun to escape with that, interesting. But I didn't know that spiderwood changes to a deeper, darker colour underwater, so it was really surprising to see how the tank matured and how the colour changed on the wood. So, yeah, I think I might use it again at some point in the future for sure. Make sure to try Capsalon during your visit. Where are you going to, Tommy, anyway? My eyes twitching. No red light district for you lads. Yeah, we're taking taking our girlfriends, so yeah. Oh, Don on Fry is pretty good. That's cool. Interesting. And beware of the blue lights. Unless there's fish content, of course. Oh, nice to see Chloe in here. If you don't know, that's Harry's missus. She's shown up as soon as we started talking about the red light. Behave yourself, Johnny. Oh, glad to see 5 people in here watching my videos. Oh, now 6, yeah. So you're watching my videos. So if you all haven't already, make sure to put... I've got a playlist. If you could pop it in the chat. I've made a playlist of all the videos that I have... that I've ever made. It's all in the playlist. So if you want to help the channel out and put that playlist on in the background at some point, you can do. Get them watch hours up for the channel. Obviously, we want some income coming in from the channel in the near future, obviously, to support the channel and projects and stuff like that. So, great stuff. Right, let's get some topics going. Let's get some talk going. Let's create a little poll here and a discussion. Let's see. Right, little poll is on the go. Get interacting. This is a tough choice for people because I know people will be torn with this poll. Because I love both. If I could have any pleco other than a zebra, what would it be? Oh. What would it be? I think I've already got the ones I wanted, Harry. After I got the crack zebra, I got the mini snowball. I really wanted them. I know Chloe's saying corridors for sure. Yeah, I think I've got the ones I want, but is there anything else? I like big chunks, both. You've got to choose one specifically. For the sake of the poll and for the sake of discussion in the chat, you've got to choose and say your reason why. Because I'm sure there is a fish that you slightly prefer more than the other. So make sure to put your vote in. It'll be interesting. But yeah, I think... What other pleco would I like to have? Queen Arabeski, I really like that. Obviously because we that was the other choice. But I think also blue pennek. It is a beautiful fish. Honeycomb pleco, which is just a bristle nose but a honeycomb pattern. I think as well... what else? Target pleco, they're beautiful. There's so many other ones, but I think like if I had to choose one, I don't know. I think I've got the ones that I want. Maybe the super white, but like it's just exactly the same as the L263. It's just way more expensive and slightly more whiter. Panda cories and pepper cories. Cories are cuter, but plecos can be aight. Right, we've got a good little poll going on. Seems to be quite split down the middle at the minute. Tell me your reason why you voted for what. I love the colour and patterns of plecos, but don't like the reclusive behaviour. I agree with you. Skill and behaviour with the cories. Yeah, that's the thing. I think cories are just like, they're amazing and like they're out and about way more than pleco. Although my stay-by cories think the plecos because they don't like to come out at all. My gold lasers, which are meant to be a shy fish, are always out. I can see them right now. Probably been breeding. Well, they have been breeding again. But yeah, interesting stuff. We'll end that poll now. That was a good little poll. Let's start another. Let's see. Guppies versus all other fish in the poll. I know you're a guppy lover, Johnny. I also know that you're a shrimp lover. Let's see what people are saying in the chat. Ooh. Interesting stuff. 2 votes so far. $12 people in here. Great stuff. This was tough. Split down the middle at the minute. Ooh, shop tour, fish room tour. Interesting. This one's difficult as hell. Yeah, right. Why? Is it because like you feel like you like them out, you like them all, but then like you kind of like leaning towards one more than the other? Probably. You definitely are. You're just like, Tell me your reason why you voted for what. That would be interesting to see. I want to see the reason why people prefer certain types of videos. This would be like a good way to like figure out what people enjoy and what people don't enjoy, because I know that the fish keepers in here prefer the informative videos or the shop tours, but then I also know that everyone loves a fish tank setup. Yeah, I like them all, but shop tour, fish room tour, always good. Of course. I think it's good as well for like people that want to see what other shops are stocking, whether they've got a shop themselves or whether they want to go somewhere and get fish that they won't be able to get in the LFS or in the Pet Home or something like that. Like seeing unique tank setups. I also like the shop tours though. Interesting stuff. Corridors are more active and have fun rituals, easier on the eyes. I agree with you, Tommy. I love plecos, but plecos don't love me. They love hiding. They don't like coming out. I prefer informative videos because I'm trying to relearn everything at the moment. In room tour, shop tours, I like seeing many different styles, escaping as possible. Interesting stuff. Well, I think I'll end the vote there. It seems that tank setup won. I think this is the thing. Shop tours are disposable. They're quite easy. Well, they're easy and they're not easy. You've got to, I don't want to go and do a shop tour and then not buy anything. I want to go to the shop that I'm going to. I want to support the business that I'm going in, be a customer, but I also want to buy. I want a reason to go there. You get me? I don't want to just go to a place and go, I've been there. I want to go there and I'll buy something. Like, I've got to leave with something. That's kind of how I see things when I do these shop tours of, these business tours. But the tank setups, I love them. I just haven't got an unlimited amount of tanks to set up. I've got one tank in a fishbowl, and then I've got to rely on, setting up tanks for other people, or I've got to rely on, that's kind of the thing. I've basically, apart from this update that's coming out for the tank that I recently set up for Harry, that's it now. I don't have any more tank setups coming out for a while now, and the tank setups have helped the channel massively, and I enjoy editing them the most. Obviously, they're like the most enjoyable kind of video that I've made, like these fish tank setups and these aquascapes. But I think there's only so many you can do. I'm not MD FishTanks. I'm not Fish Shop Matt. I'm not a huge YouTuber yet. I'd love to be. I'd love if you could support the channel, as I said, by watching all my videos, sharing my channel with your friends who aren't aware of the channel, then that would be much appreciated. But I can't do that unless like there's some kind of income coming in from the channel. And also, I want to move out eventually, and then I'll be able to set up more tanks. But for me to be able to do that, obviously I need income coming in from the channel, and then I'll obviously still be working the job I'm working at the moment. So then that'll, give me a big influx of cash, and I'll be able to do that. But in this moment in time, I'm only, this is all I've got. This, which, to be honest, I'm not complaining about. I'm very happy with this, considering I had a fluval flex for about 4.5 years. But yeah, there's only so much you can do when it comes to the tank setups, and I see them as a treat, and I've done a lot of them, and I shouldn't have been able to, but I did, and I managed to because I was able to kick my way in and be able to get these videos done. But at the end of the day, I think at the moment, this is as far as I can go with them until someone else, like a family friend, or if I can convince my girlfriend to let me set up another tank in hers. It's all I can do, really, and I don't want to put that pressure on her for me to be able to set up another tank in hers, because that's not fair. And I'm literally not allowed to set up another tank here. So yeah, I think we've hit our point now where I've done all my tank setups. I can get more fish shop tours, but I've got maybe 1, 2, 3 shops in the Liverpool Northwest, like Liverpool Merseyside region, that I can visit now, and then that's it. I'd have to travel over to Chester ways, over the water, like deeper, like going towards Chester. I'm going to Wigan tomorrow, which again is quite a bit away. But yeah, it's like, it's difficult, because I've basically done almost all the shops in the Liverpool Merseyside area. There's a couple more that I need to do, but that'll be all of them done. And then I'll probably have to start venturing into Manchester, and I've already done one in Manchester. I don't have a car available to my access, so I have to get a train. I have to get some form of public transport. So it's difficult. It is difficult. So I'll get to a certain point where I'll have uh I'll have done all the shop tours, which I'm on the verge of doing. That'll be all the shop tours done, and then I'll have all the tank setups done, which I have now. I've got one more video coming out, and that's like a rescape, and then that's it. Then I can maybe rescape the tank at my girlfriend's. But nice to see Garcia in here. Nice to see Mandy in here. Much love to see you in here. But yeah, I think helping other fish keepers set up the tanks could be a way. Yeah, that's what I've already been doing, Bob Bravo. I've done that for my cousin. I set up a tank for him. I set up a tank for Harry. So the recent tank setup I done for him. Then I've also set up a tank in my girlfriend's, and then I set up a tank for my friend from work. But then after all this, maybe I can ask a couple more people, but I can't really rely on that being the only form of content that I can produce. So I'm going to have to adapt. And then same again with the shop tours. I love the shop tours, but I think I'm close to getting all the shop tours done. And then what then? What next? It's a difficult one, innit? But yeah, I'm gonna plan to do some more fish room tours. I've got a couple friends in the Northwest Merseyside area, so it'll be nice to be able to visit their places, check out their tanks, get some videos and fish room tours. Obviously, I've done one of Harry. I'll maybe doing one of Johnny and a little interview with Johnny maybe at some point in the future. Bar that, I'm kind of at a stalemate at the moment. That's why, I spent last week contemplating, and I was like, I've got this tank set up here, but I really want to make something else. But I was really burnt out, and I was like, I've just got to kind of, you can set up my tank when you visit Holland. I'd look, Cred Boy, actually, you know what? Sure, why not? I don't know where about in Holland you are. If you're too far away from where Amsterdam City is, I might not be able to make it to you, but I might pay you a visit. That'd be cool. But yeah, I think it's just, it's rough. It's one of them. I've got to adapt now, and I've got to make informative videos. I'm planning to do maybe some fish tank review content kind of things. Trying not to steal fish for thought kind of approaching things, but I'd love to do something like that. I'd love to do some species profiles like you were saying there. More product reviews and testing things like that. That'll be definitely on the way. I know they're coming for sure. Yeah, I think I'm not just got home from work. Now I'm getting started to add some videos. I'll move some fish. Interesting. Nice to hear, Garcia. I hope that all goes well for you. But yeah, I think, I will be doing... I'm not going to be stuck. I'm not going to be done and finished after this. I've got a lot more coming. It's just... got to start getting creative. So I think it's time to use the Cloverleaf notebook and start developing some ideas on videos. Jot some ideas down. So everyone... whilst you're in the chat right now, putting your own twist on fish tank review would be cool. Yeah, I'd love to do that. And I think people would find it funny too, because I've got a funny accent and I'm Scouse. So they're like, oh, look at this funny Scouser like ripping into a fish tank. So that I guess that would be cool. So I'll jot down some ideas now. Everyone start putting your ideas on what kind of videos you'd like to see on the channel. I wasn't serious, but I wouldn't say no. I'm little ways from Amsterdam, closer to Belgium. Ah, okay. Well, maybe in the future, it might be on the cards, Crab Boy, for sure. Right, so let's write this down. Video ideas. Right. Dot down. Right, fish tank reviews, that's been jotted down. Next up, some fish highlights and some scaping. I've already done some scaping and tank setups, Garcia, so if you want to check that out on the channel, I've got like a playlist of aquascaping things that I've done. So if you want to check that out, that's on the channel. But yeah, I'll write that down. Species. Species profiles. Halstead method video. You can if you want to explain that to me, Crab Boy, that'd be great. I'm not too aware of that, to be honest. When I set up a tank, it usually lasts a couple years, as I do get bored, but MD seems to change it constantly. That's my one thing with MD. Obviously, his whole channel relies on you know, making new tanks, and I respect that. And I again, like, I wouldn't have started YouTube or seen a gateway or a doorway for me able to make content like this if it weren't for MD. So I do respect him and love his channel and his content. But I think the thing with him is that I think he is starting to do it a lot more now because he's got so many tanks, so he doesn't need to be flipping them all the time. But like, if he left the tank for like a couple years, just one, which I think the longest one he did was a rainbow fish tank, you're seeing how beautiful that tank turned out. So imagine he done that with a couple of them. That'd be amazing. Or Wallstad. Yeah, I think I've kind of done that with this. Kind of. I've done the shrimp bowls kind of Wallstad. But yeah, I do appreciate that. Guard videos and growing beautiful aquarium plants. I think that's a video for Harry to do personally because he's very good at that. But my plants are growing quite well. I've kind of cracked it now. It's took me 5 years to get it right, but yeah, I might make a video on that. So aquarium plants. Plants. That's written down now. Filter maintenance and review breeding projects. I would love to do breeding projects. Can't, got one tank. Although I do have a breeding project that just isn't happening. My cichlids don't want to breed. I think I need to get rid of me bulldog pleco. I love it. My girlfriend loves it. She would be very angry at me if I got rid of it, but that is the main cause for my Nanakara not breeding. So I need to probably rehome him because I could make some videos on that tank on breeding and like make loads of content off that. And I do love that pleco, but it is causing a big problem in that tank. It keeps digging up the soil, causing nutrient issues, pooping a lot, being a little bit of a bully. Yeah, so that's kind of thing. So, oh, nice to see Gordon here. Great to see you in here. Gord, if you could drop some video idea suggestions, I'm dotting them down right now. By the way, ignore my handwriting. It's abysmal. How about, what do you like about the fish hobby? What I don't like? Yeah, that'd be good. Pros and cons of fish keeping. Great shout. Species profiles. Yeah, I've written that idea down, so I'll definitely be making some more. I have done one. I'll do some more. And large food cultures are helpful. Stay evergreen, as people always need to know. I'll make a video based on what I feed my fish though. So I don't do anything like that, and I haven't done anything like that before. I'd love to do that, but I'll do a fish food video. I have done like a fish food review, but I'll definitely do a video on what I feed my fish. What I feed my fish. Okie dokes. That's a great idea though, Mandy. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Hang on back breeder, put eggs in. Yeah, I think I'll do that in the future, Arnold. Who's my favourite YouTuber and why? Is that like a video idea or is that just a question? I think my favourite fish keeping YouTuber, I don't have a specific one. I think I have one. It's called Adam7FishTanks. No, I'm kidding. Or maybe it's King's Aquariums and Ant World. Or JT Keeping Fish, or everyone in this chat that makes content. Or Jeff. No, I'd say the people I watch, I love Aquarium Co-op. I love Fish for Thought. I love MD Fish Tanks. I love Fish Shop Matt. I love I'm blanking. there's quite a few, but they're the main ones that in my head. I always get everyone that question. Oh, speaking of local people, everyone make sure to check out the Scoutskaper on Instagram. Arnold, if you could please, or Gord, or anyone, search his YouTube name and Instagram. He does professional aquascapes for competitions, and he's been a massive help for me since I started my YouTube and content creation. He's a local and has some beautiful aquascapes. So whenever I need any aquascaping advice, I always have a little bit of a convo with him, because he always sorts me out and gives me the right kind of advice on what to do with my tank. So shout out to your channel and your Insta, lad. Actually, that's a question. Can I do at some point? I know I've asked you, but like in the near future, if it's possible, mate, could I do like a little video on like your aquascapes and your tanks? I'd love to. I think that'd be an amazing video. Like I've already got the title: Professional Aquascaper, Professional Aquascaper Tank Tour or Fish Room Tour. So yeah, I'd love to make a video on your stuff in the future, mate. Just wondering if the mods have found your Instagram yet. Is your Instagram in your YouTube bio? Right, so we've got a list so far: fish tank reviews, species profiles, video on aquarium plants, pros and cons of fish keeping, what I feed my fish, and then obviously a little tour of Scoutskaper. Have I ever been to the store that MD goes to? No. I'd like to do that one day. Yeah, man, I'm game. Tanks are near there. Oh, there you go. Well, I'll message you on Instagram after this live, and I'm going on holiday in June. So, like, I'm off, I think, Monday, Tuesday for the next few weeks. So, I'll definitely, like, you know, if it's on with you, I'll like, come pay you a visit in the next few weeks if you're golden for the go-ahead on that, or, like, whenever's comfortable for you. Obviously, I don't want to pressure you. At the end of the day, it's your setup, and you're letting some weird guy with a dodgy mustache come in your house because because of fish. That would be a great store tour video. Yeah, I'll definitely check out that store. But I think you'll definitely appreciate the Pier Aquatics tour. That shop is amazing. They've been open for a long period of time, and like the imports they get in. When I go in tomorrow, I might see if I can get like a bit of information from them, or a little bit of an interview. Have you saw my tash? I have seen your tash. Your tash is a proper... You look like a cartel member, lad. But I look like Jeffrey Dahmer with my glasses and this mustache. So we're both as bad as each other, mate. But yeah, any more video suggestions, everyone? Getting these ideas dotted down now. So if you've got any requests or video ideas on what you'd like to see, let me know. 14 people, by the way, 10 likes. Love that. You know what? I have deprived you enough of me tank, by the way, this live, so I'll show you. Always love showing the tank. Right. Look at that. So there's that algae, that like biofilm that's growing on the glass. So I'm getting an algae eater tomorrow, a fish that'll clean the glass. Well, obviously I've got 2 plecos in here, but they don't like doing that. Look at that crypt flamingo, by the way. I've cut up most of the green leaves off, and the red leaves are growing through now, so that's great. This Ludwigia Super Mini Red is loving its life. That lotus plant, or Lymphea, is loving life as well. The Amazon sword that I've had for years is finally starting to look like an Amazon sword. The Valus is growing well. We've got an Echinodorus chilling in the back. Got a load of crypts there. I'd love for them all to take off and take over this front part, so the Corey stop digging up all this aqua soil from the bottom. That'd be nice. The Bucephalandra isn't having the best life because we've had that algae on the wood, although that one seems to be doing a bit better. That Crypt Balance, oh my, it is starting to take off. So I'm loving this. That'll be a very nice focal point when that grows over, so I'll be happy with that. Yeah, tank's looking great. Now then, there's all the poop. There's the culprit. There's my cracked zebra pleco on camera for the first time for everyone. Look at him. Him here, whoever she is. We can't see, look at that biofilm on the glass. I need to sort that out, obviously. Oh, that isn't even biofilm, most of that. Hang on. Give that a wipe down. Hang on. Okay, yeah, no, there's still biofilm, but there was a bit of, like, marker on. Look at that. That is a beauty, innit? An expensive beauty that likes to hide. I don't know where the mini snowballs went, though. Where are you? You hiding? I don't know where it's gone. But yeah, there's that beauty anyway. 15 people all watching my pleco. That sounds so weird. Oh, there's another bucephalandra as well. But yeah, look at all that. I've got an algae scrape. This is what I use to scrape the algae. It's quite handy, to be honest. You can, like, remove the ends, turn into a fish net or, like, a scraper of some kind. But yeah, this is really good for, like, getting in, clean it. But obviously it doesn't do a great job. I also have my trusty pool club, Riley's snooker and pool club, to scrape the glass. I use this. It's quite handy, to be honest. But yeah, look at that beauty. Do you want to see some fish feeding? I'll give you some fish feeding. Give me a moment. Oh, by the way, I've been building R2-D2. If anyone's a Lego Star Wars fan, shout out to yous. Right, let's do some fish feeding. It is warm. And I'm wearing a hoodie because I'm an idiot. Get that wafer out. Yeah, that would be good. Get 2 of these. Should be fine. Where's that wafer gone? There. Right. Everyone's still here. Nice to see. Right. Let's break this up. Let's not drop the phone in the fish tank as well. By the way, if you've never kept blueberry tetras, they're like little piranhas. They absolutely love anything that falls in the water. There you go. Look at these little piranhas. They absolutely love feeding time. Oh, and the Episto's out. He loves feeding time too. Gorgeous. Into the cave you go. Let's give this a bit of a wipe, eh? Let's use this. Cred boy. I've got to run. Good night, everyone. See you later, Cred. Take care. I know there's a bit of a time difference where you are in the world. Let's give that a bit of a wipe, eh? Make it look a little bit more visually appealing for everyone to see. Give that a good wipe. 18 people watch me clean my fish tank glass. Interesting. All that poop is off that pleco. You can tell it's being well fed. I didn't know it was eating. I couldn't tell if it had been getting food, but it definitely is getting food if it's pooping that much. That's for sure. 19 people in here, damn. I'm popular. 13 likes as well, we're loving it. Great little laugh. Yeah, he's not liking that, look at him. He's all spiked up. He's like, why are you cleaning the glass? Right. I think we're all right. Let's clean that side bit now, because that's doing my head in. Give that a good wipe. Try not to crush that Cory egg. I think it's half eaten anyway, it's fine. Is that green spot algae? It is. Oh. Boo, there's green spot algae. And now you're making me feel lazy for not doing my glass. This is the issue, Johnny. I've got a scaper tank. And, oh, plaque moving. Look at that beauty. Shout out to Johnny for getting the the cracked zebra pleco. Because I am happy with that fish. I just wish it was out in the open more. Just got some new fish the other day for the new scape. Was going to do dry start, but I think I'm going to have to rush it with these new fish. Probably going to have to wipe the Iwagumi tank out of shrimp. Oh, unfortunate, mate, innit? It's our impulses in this hobby, innit? You always make rash decisions and then you're like, oh, shouldn't have done that. But yeah, that's kind of how this hobby is, innit? You just kind of, you know, make rash decisions and then you think about it later, but you always regret it afterwards. We got the crabbed zebra pleco. Oh, only Oscars. Nice to see you in here. Much love. Still need to have the time to sit down and watch your channel, but I am subscribed, I think. Much love. Right, let's give this a little turn around. 17 likes. Wow, everyone's liking the live today. That's nice to see. All right, let's scrape this algae off the handy device. People got all these fancy aquascaping tools, and then there's just me with a card, a loyalty card for a pool club. Get all that green spot algae. The intake filter's just there, so I should get most of it. Obviously, it's usually ideal to do this when, you know, you're doing a maintenance session, but I'm not. I literally done one the other day. But this green spot algae is doing my head in. Getting a good bit off though, which is good. I don't like that build up. Just kind of, you know, with a tank like this, it's a beautiful looking tank. The biggest pain in the backside though is that you're always very self-aware of all this algae growing on the glass, because you can see literally everything on the glass. So yeah, it's a bit of a pain in the backside. I think I got the majority off anyway. Whoa. Get all that off as well in that corner. Nice. Just up to you. Thank you very much. Hey, June. Actually, June, you have been in a couple of my lives. I'm sure you have. But I'm glad that you've just subbed anyway. Get all that crud off the glass. There you go. Shout out to June. Everyone check out June. June's got some amazing Oscars. Oscars only, literally. Get all that crud off. I'm sure the fish will eat it. Them blueberry tetras will 100% eat it. They love anything. Anything and everything. Get all that off there. Oh no, the pleco went hiding in the back. It has. Yeah, it's moved there. You can see it. That's what happens when you do a maintenance session. The shy fish that you haven't seen for ages decides to hide again. And all you can see is the remnants of its poop. Which I'm now going to brush into the back because I don't want to see that in the front. And it'll also feed me plants, so I'll do a good job in doing that anyway. Hi Adam and all, just popped in. Appreciate that shrimple, much love. The only thing I struggle with is white residue above the waterline. Yeah, I get that as well, to be honest. When the water evaporates, you do get see all that dried mark in there. Yeah. All these marks on the glass are primarily when the cories go up for air, they splash. It's like being in SeaWorld. If I sit in front of the tank long enough, I'll get splashed by a cory going up for air. It's funny. It's always, honestly, it's like having a big killer whale jump up, and instead it's a big chunky gold laser cory that's decided to go up for some air. Get all that. Let's clean all that. Get it all off. Try and get in. Yeah, get all that off. I think I've got the majority off. Yeah. Right. There you go. So that's the filter I'm running. As you can see, it's got a UV sterilizer built in. I can turn that on and off whenever I please. There's the light there, so that's off. On. You've got a little light that turns on to let you know that's doing its job. And to be honest, I have seen a reduce in algae. So that's great. Them raccoons, yeah. I know you love them raccoons, Johnny. Such an amazing fish. Just beautiful. The colours on them, the behaviour and everything. Right. I get splashed on me too. Yeah, I know them Oscars are 100% definitely splashing you. Them Oscars are feisty. I was going to say little buggers, not little. Some of them are the size of a toddler. Right. Back to station. We have done a nice little glass clean. I'll give that a wipe. Ooh. Never like watermarks on the glass. There you go. All right. Here you go. And now that I'm finished, I can see a lot more. Get all that off there. Yeah, that's nice. Get all that off. There you go. Right. I think we're done. Bet you're all loving the close-ups at the minute. This is what I mean. This is how my lives go. Could be sat here having like a little vote and a poll, which we was, and that was going really well. And now it's me doing the maintenance session. These aren't planned. They never are planned. You know what felt really weird to me? Not doing a live on a Friday, because I always seem to do a live on a Friday. But I was so burnt out last week that I just needed a break. And like as I said, I was struggling to get a video out as well. Any tips on getting watermarks off the back of my tank? I'm sorry, but no. I have no clue. If anyone in the chat has an answer for that, though, that'd be great. Because I need that answer too. Get that off as well. Give that a wipe. Yeah. Get all that algae off. Yeah, that'll do the job. Right. I think we're sound. Sorted. Right. No. Still more crud on the glass. There. Get off. Here you go. Right. It's looking a bit better. There. Right. Give that a good wipe. Drain some, pull the tank forward, I guess. Didn't think. Find someone with skinny arms. Yeah, that's some good advice. I used to have skinny arms when I was like 15. Big, long orangutan arms. No muscle at all. Could get into... I'd always get behind the couch if there was anything stuck. It's just handy. Right. I'm going to move these because I don't know if they're leaking. These fertiliser bottles. I have kids, but child labour's illegal. I just get the woman to do it. Me is good with the maintenance sessions for the tank. It's always handy to... Obviously not my tank. But I'm getting her prepped because obviously the tank's in hers now, so when I'm not there, me is like getting really good at doing some maintenance on the tank I've set up in hers. So it's like a mutual effort, mutually combined effort to get her tank nice and clean. Right, I think I've cleaned the glass out a decent amount here. Let's give that a wipe. Yeah. Right. Look what I've done. I've wrapped my pyjama pants, they are going in the wash, with the algae scraper to get down the side. Because look at that gap. How am I meant to get my arm there to wipe that? That was a nightmare. It's been done now. So, interesting. But yeah, that is all sorted. Here you go. Have a look at that. Better. Obviously the back's got a bit of biofilm, but I don't want to get rid of all that because I need the new algae to tomorrow to eat that. But yeah, a bit better. Look at the Pleco poop. Where's my mini snowball? I want to know where you are. I wonder where you are. There's the episcopal, he's hiding. Right, back to it. From watermarks to skid marks. Johnny. Behave yourself, Johnny. Right, maintenance session over. I say maintenance session, it was just a little glass wipe. But yeah, there you go. Right, back to it. Any more video ideas? Because I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 video ideas so far. Let's try and get up to 7. Let's get one more, right? Any more video ideas? Anyone? Anything? Be great to hear. Oh, it's so warm. Oh yeah, stupid. The weather's gonna go to like 23 degrees this weekend. That's crazy. Good job I got a day off on one of them. 15 people in, nice to see. Do a mess up video. What do you mean a mess up video? What, like bloopers? So far I've got fish tank reviews. So like people send their fish tanks and I'll review them. And I'll also like have a gathering of like bad tanks as well, you know, like from TikTok, like, you know, some, or like Facebook where you've like seen some monstrosities and you're like, oh my God, that looks abysmal. Product reviews, I've done 2 so far. I've done one on the Hygge heater and I've also done one on some fish food by Cloverleaf. That's literally, this is the notebook that they sent me, so yeah, they're using the actual notebook from the product review. Something you did and it went wrong. Funny enough, only June I actually done a fish tank setup where it did go wrong. So Arnold, if you want to put that in the chat for June to watch, I done like an aquascape setup and the tank that I set up, you'll see something gone wrong. Nice to see my girlfriend in here, Mia. I'm currently experimenting with Pothos and Monstera. I do want to try out some plants, you know, like some peace lily or bamboo or something like that. I want to try that, like, you know, because it's an open top aquarium, I could probably try something like that, maybe some Monstera. Aquaponics project video. What is that? Spending all your money at the fish shops. Yeah, I know you would love that, Johnny. But Harry does that, and I'm sure Harry could make a video on that since he pays your wages. Plant video, yeah. I've got a plant video already on my channel, but I'm gonna make some more, so I've already dotted that down. Yeah, aquaponics would work well in Escaper. You've got, what is aquaponics? Please tell me. Just turned back in. Wondered what I was seeing. Hey, he made me work for it. Catching them crystal shrimp out of the display. Wow. I do that on a weekly, Johnny. Yeah, I was going to do a similar type of thing. Fish tank review style, but Scouts, obviously. Do a little collab on that, lad. Yeah, you know what? When I go round yours and do a fish room tour of like your tanks, we could also sit there together, get a video up on like a computer, something like that, you know, do the screen record thing or something like that, or get some pictures up or videos, and we can make a little Scouts fish tank review. Have that as like a title. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? For sure. The way you set up your tank with plants, growing veg plants out of the top or root in the water. Yeah, I think I'll definitely do that. For sure, definitely want to do that. So that would be a consideration for sure. Any more ideas, people? Sounds like a good plan, mate. We can definitely do some things. You're not too far away from me either, anyway. So, you know, I don't need to travel to the ends of the world and back to be able to get a video done. So we could, you know, we could do it in the same day or do it in separate times, as long as obviously you're not too busy. That'd be handy. Do you know the channel What's Cooking? I don't think I'm aware of it, or I might have heard of it, but I'm not too sure what it's about. Yeah, I'll definitely consider that. So video on Yeah. Sadly, Joe bought 3 of them. I did tell him to do yours. He said he hates you and took them. It's just a couple of scousers from Bootle Ways. They react to funny vids, but good stuff. Oh wow, I'll definitely have a little watch of them. I think I have heard of them, but I'll definitely give them a little watch for sure. Any aquarium tricks you've learned? What do I do that people don't know? It's hard, that, isn't it? I'll write that down though. Aquarium tricks. Yeah, right. Cool one. You're being very helpful, June. Summer ponds are fun to do. It's a bit lacking on YouTube. Backflips would be good too. What, me doing backflips, or is this like a term for something? 18 people, 19 likes. Much love to everyone that has liked the video and subscribed. If you haven't already, subscribed to the channel. If you haven't already, share my channel and this live to your community pages and your friends. The more people we get in, the better. I'm obviously wanting YouTube to start paying for my fish keeping, as well as obviously my projects, and like so I can get more videos out and stuff like that. And I want to set up more tanks in my own place and move out soon. So be really helpful if you were to do that. You know, share the channel, share my videos, and like get your friends watching. The more watch hours, I've got a playlist there of all my videos in one, the better for the channel, and it supports the channel. And obviously once I get that watch hours and the subscriber count of 1,000, I can maybe do memberships and stuff like that and have some exclusive content for everyone. But yeah, something we didn't know you could do. I can make stop motion animation, I guess. I can box, kind of. We like all that. Yeah. Or fish room plan and setup video. That'd be great, June. That'd be fun. But I think that's further down the line for sure. But yeah, I'll write down okay, didn't know that. I'll keep quiet now. Yeah, I do box from time to time. I did have a boxing match. That's on YouTube somewhere. I got robbed. I'll be honest. I have watched that fight enough times and learned enough about boxing. And I won the fight, but the guy that I was fighting raised more money and sold more tickets, and they decided to give it to him. Yeah, but I won. I think I won rounds 1 and 3, definitely. 2 was but it was 2-1. But and I landed way more. He did land some good shots, don't get me wrong, but I landed way more. But that was my boxing experience. I boxed for charity. I raised a couple £100 for cancer research because it's a close thing to my heart. My auntie has cancer, so it's something that's personal to me. So that's why I kind of done it. But I love boxing. Obviously, my knees are not doing great, to be honest. Otherwise, I'd definitely hop in the ring again, which I might do in the future. But I think my body's recovering from that illness that I had at the back end of last year, so it's one of them that I've got to condition myself back to it. I used to be able to hold my breath for 2 minutes. I can't hold it for longer than 20 seconds now, so that shows, like, you know, when you're boxing, you need good lungs, you need good stamina and stuff like that. So it's you know, it is a difficult thing. But yeah, I hate ticket sales. competition. This is what I mean. I raised all my money naturally. That guy, credit to him, he raised a lot of money. He raised well over a grand, like 1.2 I think he raised. I raised like 200, 300. And that was all from like family and friends, and like me. I was making videos. I was doing like update videos after every session. I was training all the time, and yeah, it just, you know, I put a lot of effort into it, and like it was kind of, you know, a bit heartbreaking to like have that robbed of me. But that's kind of how boxing is. It's one of them. It's one of them sports where a lot of people can get robbed. But I'm a lot better boxer now. I'm a lot better person. I think, you know, that was a massive learning experience for me. And you know, you can tell that it's annoyed me, but like I'm not bitter about it. As I said to him, I walked up to the guy, shook his hand, and said, like, well done for raising so much money. I appreciate that. Like, my auntie's got cancer, so like I appreciated that massively. But even after the fight, I walked up to him, said, good fight. You were harder than I thought, but I won that definitely. And he didn't say nothing, and his family were around him. And usually you think people go, oh yeah, but no. And there's a video on his actual YouTube channel that was like, oh no, he's lost, he was shouting. Anyways, out of the boxing. There's boxing. You know, I've done boxing now, so there's a cool fun fact. But yeah, sweet. I'm a karate nerd. Used to love going to the boxing studio, challenging Golden Gloves guys to hand only. So much fun. Yeah, boxing's great. It's great for your mental health. It's great for keeping yourself fit. Even if you're not fighting, if you're just hitting the pads and the bags and training, conditioning. I done that and lost. I was like 15 stone and I got to 12.5 stone. In kg, I don't know what that was. I think I was near 100 kg and got to like 80, 82 kg. So yeah, it's amazing for your health and your fitness and your mental. So it's a really good thing to do. I'd recommend it to anyone really, because going to gym's one thing and staying consistent and doing your weights and stuff like that. But like, I think I enjoy more of the boxing side anyway. I'm 12.5. Nice to know, Tommy. We're same weight. I'm 5'10" though. I'm not a tall guy. I'm below 6 foot. Have I tried breeding a fish? I have tried breeding my gold lasers, but it's a community setup. But I am currently trying to breed 6'4". Damn. So you're really light then for 6'4". Damn. That's interesting. Yeah, I've got them orangutan arms too. It's funny, I'm a weird build. I got long arms, but like short legs. Can't gain, dude. Yeah, tried it all. Bulking season's a permanent thing for you then, Chief. But yeah, I'm trying to breed Nanakara Animala at the minute. That's 100% something that a fish that I really want to breed. So I'm probably gonna have to rehome the Pleco from that tank. I love the Pleco, it's great, but it's not going in my tank, and I have nowhere for it. Unless Harry or Johnny, do you want a Bulldog Pleco? Let me know. Yeah, it is constant stomach aches from filling my gut so much. Yeah, it's you know, it's difficult. For me, it's not hard to gain weight, but it's hard to lose weight. But you've got to be consistent at both things. You've got to be consistently eating all the time. And when it's losing weight, you've got to be consistently eating less. You still got to eat, but you've got to eat like less of the things that you shouldn't be eating, I guess. You can still eat it though. What's the fastest fish you own? Mine's blood parrot. It's like a rocket. I think it's my blueberry tetra. They are rapid. Coolie loaches too. But I think the blueberry tetra, it is boom. They're flying everywhere all the time. They're so hard to record. They're beautiful though. Even blended chicken. Just be able to eat more of it. Yeah, damn. Well, hopefully you get there, friend, anyway, Tommy. I hope that you're eventually able to get your bulk sorted. But yeah, we've got a decent little list here. Fish tank reviews, species profiles, aquarium plans, pros and cons fish keeping, what I feed my fish, the Scoutscaper tour, using house plants in the aquarium fish keeping or tricks, and then the Scout fish tank review. I'll take it. I haven't seen one in the flesh. Donkeys now. Don't have anything to trade them, mind you. you got any kind of plants or products you could like swap over with me, that'd be sound. But it's not an expensive fish. Don't mind it as long as it's going to a good home. And it could be an IOU for in the future, so when I go to the shop. Well, I'm not too fussed. That's a lie, Johnny. You've got hundreds of guppies. Some ditchweed. Yeah, Johnny's check Johnny's Instagram out. If Harry, you're able to put Johnny's Instagram in the chat. He has set up a aquascape with all like locally sourced like plants and like rocks and stuff like that. So that's like a really cool thing. I know that you do that as well, Tommy. I know that you specialize in that stuff. But I've never seen anyone in the UK do that. I didn't know that there was aquarium plants that you could just find in a ditch and grow in a tank. So that's really interesting to me. So yeah, shout out to Silver Creeks Wildlife and shout out to Johnny Lloyd's Aquatics, because he is both very cool in my mind and doing something that I haven't done. Hey, show me that tank in the background. The light's about to go off. I'm so sorry. There it is. That is the tank. But if you want to be able to see the tank properly, there's a video on it on my channel. A tank setup of that tank. If you just subscribe to my channel, my YouTube channel, you'll be able to see what the tank actually looks like. Fish nerds. Yup, love finding natural native life, adding to the fish room. Yeah, I'm sure you two would definitely get along, because that's something that you are both advocates of and enjoy doing. Oh, thank you very much, Arnold, for that. Yeah, and Jan, if you check that link there, that's what my tank looks like. But at the moment, the lights are now gone off. There's the link to Johnny's Instagram if you haven't checked it already. But yeah, been going now for like 82 minutes. I know that I like going for long on these lives and, you know, chatting your ear off forever. But I think with the tank light off now, I think we've gotten a decent little list here of video ideas. Had a nice little chat as well, little catch up on the progress of the channel and what things are going to be coming up next and ideas. So have much love for everyone that's been in tonight. Had a good little live. Sadly in the UK we're not allowed to catch and keep fish, invertebrates, but etc. Clam buttons. Okay. Oh wow, that's cool to know, Johnny. Although there's nothing stopping you doing it. Nah, I'm kidding. It's illegal. But if it's like little minnows, I'm sure that, you know, you won't get arrested. But yeah, each at home. I enjoy my tropical fish and getting them from the hobby and supporting them, putting money back into the hobby. But of course, obviously, you know, I love the idea of, you know, going out catching some fish and keeping it in your tank, and that'd be a cool thing for sure, and definitely a project for in the future. I'd love to do something like that of locally sourced fish. But yeah, anyways, that'll be me getting arrested for keeping 6 stickleback. Make a wild fish catching video. I might do in the future for sure. But yeah, anyways, much love to everyone being in tonight. I'm going to end it there. We've had a great little chat, little conversation, had some polls, answers back and forth. We'll be doing more lives in the future. This won't be the last. You already know that. Maybe do another one this week. You know me. You'll just see a notification bing up. Won't be any kind of announcement. I'll just show up. We'll be doing the live. There you go. But much love to everyone being in tonight. Have a great night wherever you are, day, wherever you are in the world. Much love. I'll see you all later. Hat off to you all. Take it easy. See you later. Make sure to subscribe. Click the playlist as well on my channel. Watch my videos. Even if you don't watch them, just play them in the background. Do watch hours and liking the videos and commenting will support the channel the most. That's your way of donating to me and helping the channel out. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you all later. Take it easy. Have a great night, and I'll see you all later. Peace.